In one game, Giannis and Dame are more compatible and have less redundancy than the 7-year career of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. So, behind 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists from Jason Tatum, and 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists from Finals MVP Jaylen Brown, the Boston Celtics blew out the Dallas Mavericks 106-88 to win the 2024 NBA Finals, winning a record-setting 18th NBA title on the 16th anniversary of when they won their 17th championship in the same building. In doing so, the Celtics passed their forever rivals, the LA Lakers, for the most titles in NBA history. Boston, after having its worst game of the season, in its first chance to close this series out on Friday, they responded with a wire-to-wire victory. Big performances from both Tatum and Brown allowed Boston to put the game away early, much like it did back in 2008 when the Celtics routed the Lakers in Game 6 at the TD Garden to win their most recent championship.
In one game, Giannis and Dame are more compatible and have less redundancy than the 7-year career of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
Ask yourself this. Name the last great NBA champion that was bad at home in the playoffs. There's nothing to fear about the Celtics. Nobody fears the Celtics. Nobody's afraid to go into the Garden. Certainly not Miami.
They win games on talent, Ernie. They don't win on toughness and defense.
Which team are you hearing could win a championship that you just don't see it?
Overrated, Boston.
Wow. Boston.
We wouldn't see the Boston Celtics having the kind of as great as they've been. We wouldn't see them playing this way or having the kind of problem they had with Ime Udoka as their coach.
They are becoming the Buffalo Bills. I'm sorry.
759.
In the last 30 years, Boston has been irrelevant in basketball history.
You want to say Boston out the East, but they never can get it done. I just don't have no faith in them. The it factor. They don't have it. Whatever it is, they don't have it. Don't go, no.
I have to say Milwaukee or Miami is who I would pick in the series. I believe Giannis and Dame are closers, and they can use a lot of fouls. And Jimmy, Bam, and Spo, nobody has more experience than them.
Immensely talented. They're all NBA caliber guys. But I don't see them elevate themselves and elevate their teammates. It's very strange when I look at the Boston Celtics. Like, just how they rely on winning basketball games worries me when it comes to playoffs. They're a team that falls in love with shooting jump shots. I don't know that they have that person that is going to grab this team by the throat.
The identity is the issue here. They're having an identity crisis when the games matter most the last 2 years, because if Coach Udoka was on the squad coaching this team, they take on his identity, his tenacity.
I'm taking Minnesota over Boston with where we are now.
In this finals, they will have the two best players in the finals, Luka and Kyrie.
I'll take Derek Lively over Porzingis. Me personally.
The Celtics do not have 3 or 4 guys that can guard Luka. I like Dallas in this series.
Who do you have winning the whole darn thing?
Dallas. I got Dallas winning. I think Dallas is deeper.
I got the Mavs in 6 in Dallas.
I'm going Dallas. Okay. Also, Luka, MVP in 6.
What duo would you rather have in the NBA Finals?
Luka and Kyrie. In 1.5 seasons, Kyrie and Luka have meshed better than Jaylen and Jason have after 6 seasons.
Boston, they haven't been battle tested. I don't know if that's a good thing to get battle tested in the finals. I don't know if you want to get battle tested in the finals. I don't know if you want to be battle tested by Denver or Minnesota or one of those teams. That might be too late to get battle tested.
Who has the early edge in the series? Mavs, Celtics?
Mavs.
I'm going to the team that has the 2 best superstars. I'm taking Kyrie, and I am taking Luka.
OKC and Denver and Minnesota, they don't play defense like that. But let's just say those 3 teams go up against Boston. Any 3 of those teams play defense against Boston, the way they're playing offense, Boston will get swept.
It's the sense of urgency, right? It's the laid back, being cool, Jason Tatum saying, oh, people don't expect us to lose games. Well, we don't, and I'm waiting on this Jason Tatum moment, right? We've been talking about Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell. When are we going to talk about Jason Tatum? What point do you stop and say, you know what? Let's figure something else out. You do realize, Jay, and you know this, you never know who's watching. You have NBA scouts in the stands. The Celtics are showing that they're vulnerable. They need to be playing their best basketball going into the postseason. Right now, I don't think it's anybody in the Eastern Conference that's fearing the Boston Celtics. I really don't. I really, really don't.